Back,
Turn off this phone Wi-Fi.
back at it like crack addicts. You feel me? Ready to talk that good shit. We here.
Oh, we're live. I didn't even know we're live. I wasn't even on the screen. And we're back with another episode of Nothing But Facts, Season 3, Episode 33. 3 threes all the way around. I'm Chloe Rogers, grandson of Steve Rogers. I don't want to mention my father because I got beef with him. Let me catch you in the streets with your 133 yards and your 2 interceptions. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you don't want to be the quarterback for the Packers, go on. Jeopardy needs a host. You could do so much different shit, bruh. You pissing me off, bruh. But yeah, I'm the son of Aaron Rodgers, and I'm here with the bestest co-host in the whole wide world, Mr. Trill Bill.
Hey man, I'm just happy to be here right now. You can see what people got on their chest right now. You see how I'm coming. You feel me? I'm ecstatic to even be here. And yeah, man, just it's week one. Fantasy wise, we got a whole segment about that. Cause
I mean, I went 15 and 11 in all the leagues I'm in, but that's a
did
different
you
story.
did you hear what you just said? Like
That's
15 and
good
11.
though. That's
Me
over
and
500 though, bro. There's not. It's not my
me
fault that it's just like I have different. I just drafted random teams. Like I have one league that I have Amari, CD, and Dak. That league, that team went fucking crazy. But we could talk fantasy later. Let's just kick it off with the Monday night game, and then we could go off about what happened yesterday. So you Ravens, you got three running backs. One of them is brand new. Two of them at one point, Devontae Freeman was a top five fantasy asset when it came to just what he could do. But obviously that's come and gone. Latavius Murray, we've seen what he does when Alvin Kamara was out a couple years ago. But yeah, bro, it's Action Jackson, Broward County, rise up. You, Mark Andrews. Bateman's gone, so you got Hollywood Brown. But it's not that type of a matchup. No disrespect to the Raiders. I think you guys should handle it. But let me hear your thoughts on this because I know once 8 o'clock comes, you're gonna be stressing.
where the fuck do I start? Like, bruh, the injuries, like Gus, Justice, JK, Marcus, bruh, like everyone I can name. Like I told you about Nick Boyle, our rookie Rashad Bateman already on bruh. So many different things, and it's just like, bruh, we just want to make it to week one, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, there is a clip of John Harbaugh on the sideline in the last preseason game, and he's like, "I just wanted to get the offense one drive together." And then they show JK being carted off, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro! Like this is what we had to deal with, bro.
Dog,
Like,
but it's just, bro. I haven't in one of the dynasty leagues we're in. I have J.K. Dobbins and Justice Hill, both on the IR. Like that shit pisses me the fuck.
bro, there's so many. Like, I told you, in one league, I already have 5 injured players, and week one isn't over yet, bro.
It was a pretty
Have
weird week for running backs. I don't think a lot of running backs didn't spaz like that. It's just pass happy all
bro,
around.
I seen people doing just idiotic. Melvin Gordon had a great week, and it was like, wait, what?
After
Mark Ingram,
tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, after tomorrow, I think Jamal Williams, the guy who backed up Aaron Jones for so long, and Melvin Gordon are going to be top five running backs in fantasy after tomorrow.
bro. Not only that, who else had a Mark Ingram, of course, gets 20 carries
26.
and a touchdown. And it's like, bro, like, hell, we can use Mark Ingram again at this time. Like, bro, we need
Shit,
something.
DeAndre Swift went crazy too. Over 20 fantasy points. Him and Jamal Williams both went crazy.
Bro,
TJ
DeAndre
Hawkinson,
Swift,
TJ Hawkinson looking crazy as well.
like, I don't think people just talking about that Lions and 49ers game, bro. I was watching it. It was 41-17, and I turned away from it. And then I looked up, and the red zone kept showing it, and I'm like, bro, why are they showing me this game? It's over. Then it was 41-27. Then it was 41-33. And then a fumble happened. And then I was like, no, the Lions have the football. And it's like Jared Goff has a chance to lead a game winning drive or game tying drive. It was so much to even fathom, bro. And I'm just like, but the NFL is back. This is some NFL type shit. Like,
Oh shit, that has to happen.
exactly. I'm like, you know what?
The Texans, they thought they're gonna win 0 games this year. And they came out and made Trevor look like shit. He lost for the first time in the regular season ever. High
And
school, college.
exactly, bro. They said that shit. I was like, bro,
I was
he,
like, damn, bro, he really was
what
a
losing is.
bro.
Him
If
and
I was a loser in high school, I would be the most ignorant person ever. I'm like, bro, I would look at the principal and be like, bro, your school is relevant because of me. I am Trevor Lawrence. Get the fuck out of my face. Clemson, I would have looked at Dabble and like, Dabble, you only have a job because of me. Because the boy that you got right now, shit, 3 points. I don't know about that one.
Bruh, it was so many different games yesterday that it was just like, damn, the NFL is back. Like I was sitting there watching that Chargers and football team game,
You about
and
to get canceled.
bruh, it was I was just like, Justin Herbert is a fucking elite quarterback. Keenan Allen had a stroke just because the routes he be
He's still
fucking.
big time.
Bruh, he just be cooking people up
He's
like
the top
it's.
three route runner, and I think Mike Williams is finally like after so long, after years of drafting him, he finally came alive. I know it's week one, but yo, he can do this He's that good, and he's that bro. He's like 6'5". He's a fucking animal, dog.
Bro, they said something very interesting about Justin Herbert, and it was like he already throws probably a top three, maybe even top two back shoulder fade already. And it's like, bro,
I was watching one of these Charger stand accounts put highlights of all his throws and just his motions of throwing the football. I'm just like, bro, that's such a beautiful throw.
bro,
Like
he be flicking it and flinging it, and I'll be like, yo, like,
flicks that shit, and it doesn't look like it's gonna do anything, and it's just phew. And it's like, oh, okay, he's like that. Okay, no
and
problem.
it makes me think back to like all the assessments that people had on him coming out of Oregon, and it's like, damn, bro, people didn't see this somehow, like.
Bro, I remember one analyst said they didn't want him because he's not sociable. What the fuck does that matter, bro? Like,
I'm like, bro, Joe Flacco is the most unsociable person I've ever seen play football a day in my life.
hey, you
Exactly.
got that ring. That's all that matters, Joe.
He don't know bro. We can be down by 50. He'll just be over there, just standing there. We be up by 50, just standing there. No emotions. Don't know what he would just
You
terrify
want to
me,
be the same? Like, there's introverts out there.
bro. And it's like that was just one game. The Arizona Tennessee game caught me by fucking surprise. Oh my
No,
goodness.
no, no. I didn't. I thought it was gonna be a shootout.
Exactly.
Because no one could stop Kyler Murray, and I found that out yesterday. That's why I drafted him. But I don't know what the fuck happened in Tennessee. Chandler Jones might have gotten drug tested, 5 sacks in the first half or something like that, or in total.
Bro,
But
what
what?
he was doing to take he literally I watched it. The first sack he got, it was a strip fumble. They get the ball at the 1 yard line. Every sack after that comes against the left tackle. He gets two against Taylor Lewan, and then he gets taken out the game. And then he starts molesting the backup. And I was like, bruh, it's a wrap, bruh. He got 5 sacks.
Yeah, I think
5.
it's watched the game, but they also said that Isaiah Simmons was playing like his crackhead self from Clemson.
He got an interception. Their secondary isn't bad. Byron Murphy, they got a few different stars
Well, they
over
still got Buda Baker.
Buda Baker, especially, Brett. Like, that's not a bad team. It's just if they can put it
That
together.
offense, yo, 5 total touchdowns. Yo, that kid is a fucking problem, bro.
And to me, the thing with Kyler is like he's another person where it's like that motion is fucking, it's terrifying. Like, bro, like you're 5'11", like I've played short quarterback. You see Russell Wilson, but it's like, bro, he be launching that shit with
Yeah, that's
ease.
a baseball player. I know Russell played baseball as well, but I don't think Russell was the number one pick in both drafts. Like this man was the number one pick in the MLB draft for a reason. That man's got a cannon. He got everything. And with Kyler, the Cardinals, you don't even need a crazy ass running back. Like, bro, that's your running back and your quarterback, Chase Edmonds and James Conner. That'll do. Those are complementary running backs that I can actually.
Great pieces next to him, bro.
And then you got fucking but DeAndre Hopkins there's no, you don't even need words for DeAndre Hopkins. AJ Green was a top fucking 5 receiver in his prime. Larry Fitzgerald is still over there. Christian Kirk had 2 touchdowns yesterday. Rondale Moore is still over there, and I'm probably forgetting someone too. But it's that offense, bro. That's the most highest. That's the most high offense. I don't even know how to say it because it's just like there's so many weapons out there, dog. 40 plus on the Titans head, and this is the Titans team that we were like, oh, Julio Jones, oh, this is top tier offense, this is the team to beat in the AFC, oh, the Chiefs are in trouble. Yeah, Kyler said nah.
Bruh, it's just that shit's scary. Like the Steelers game, I really thought like from everything I saw from the Bills last year, I expected them to pick up rolling, and it was like, okay, I see the Steelers getting off to their slow start. Like everything was lining up, and then that second half came, and I'm like, oh fuck,
Well, the
Jesus.
defense turned on, right? I was at work, unfortunately. I only watched the 4 o'clock after
Yeah,
game.
the Steelers turned the fuck up. TJ Watt had 2 sacks, 5 quarterback hits. illogical ass numbers. And then I know Deontay Johnson, double digit targets.
10.
Claypool doing this thing. Juju had 4 catches for like 50 yards, but all of them either came on third down or at least got a first down. So Ben had his moments where he looked old as fuck, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, they did Steelers shit and they got the W, bro.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
defense is still scary as hell. At least the front four and the front seven is back. Besides Minka and Joe Hayden, rest of them niggas bums. That's how I
Yo,
feel.
Joe Hayden, I feel like Joe Hayden's been in the NFL for so fucking long.
Bro, was he not on the national championship team with Tebow? Exactly, bro. And
I
Brandon
might be
Spikes.
wrong, but he might have been on both of them.
I'm like, bro, the man, and he plays corner, not quarterback, not receiver, not tight end, not line. No, he plays corner, where you actually have to be athletic and be able to run with these
Shit, he
young.
probably still got it. You don't gotta play much corner when you over there. When you got fucking, I didn't even know they got Melvin Ingram, and then you got Watt, and then you got Bush, and you just got, bro. They just fucking shit up over there. I was seeing. They showed me there was a video on circulating through Twitter. Melvin Ingram was just abusing every single person he went up against. He lined up on this side, got abused. He lined up on that side, abused that person. Like, yo, that team's gonna be a
It's
problem. That whole division's a problem.
exact, bro. That leads me to the
Bruh,
next.
hey, we could talk. We before we go on to the Browns, we could talk about the Bengals real quick.
Exact. I'm like, bro, Cincinnati, Minnesota. That game, I would first of all, I didn't start Jamar Chase. That's the dumbass move of the day.
Hey, drops in the preseason. I think he went 7 for 7 yesterday, 80 plus yards and a touchdown. That's how you do it.
Oh no, he I don't know if he had that many catches, but it was like 4 catches, 105 yards, and a touchdown.
Hold
And
on,
I
let me
was
check. Let me
like,
check because I know he didn't have no drops or any. Like I think he caught everything.
exactly. And I know he had 20 plus fantasy points, and I was just sitting there feeling stupid because I'm like, damn, I did keep him on the bench. So
7 targets. I'm mistaken, but 5 catches.
I'm like, bro, I had him on the bench and I felt stupid. That's all I know. Joe Mixon, 27 carries, 129 yards. No one's really talking about that, but that's
Bro, the haters are mad. And bro, Joe Mixon has potential to be a top 5 back. I drafted him in one league in the 3rd round. He was going in the 2nd round, 3rd round, the 4th round because obviously we see, bro, last year and the year before that, yo, when taking Joe Mixon, it's like, bro, what's the point? What's the point? They have him this high, and he'll have probably like 2 15-point games throughout the season. Other than that, it ain't shit. But now,
exactly.
no Geo, and I don't know who the second string is. Joe Burrow gonna let that shit fly, and when you got to worry about T. Higgins, Boyd, and Chase, Joe Mixon is not no scrub. He's an Oklahoma running back. Adrian Peterson. Bro, what's his first name? I know his DeMarco Murray. Bro, like the list keeps on going.
They even had Samaje P. Ryan, who was in Washington for a minute. They put running backs into the league. That's not a bad place at all. And then yeah, the Browns.
Hey, Baker gonna Baker. That's I saw your tweet, so I figured he fucked up the game. And my coworker told me today is like, hey, the Browns look good until Baker threw an interception at the end.
Bruh, he didn't throw a touchdown yesterday, and they
Yeah,
were up 22-10, bruh. Like they were
yeah,
just
fucking Nick Chubb. You can't stop that man.
Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and you just fucking them up, and then it's like, okay, Baker has to go down and get one drive where he has to throw the ball, and all hell broke loose. Just all fucking hell broke
It
loose.
just shows you like what happens if they had an elite quarterback like
Oh
that.
no, bro, that team replaced Baker Mayfield with, I won't even take it to some scary place.
Yeah, yeah, you could.
Put
Uh,
Kirk Cousins over there.
hey, Kirk Cousins. See, I like that. I like that because Kirk Cousins is not no scrub.
Exactly.
Not
That's
a
a fucking playoff team. Hell, put Ryan Fitzpatrick behind that offensive line, fucking going
speedy
off.
recovery to him. I think he broke his hip or something happened to his hip. But the age
Yeah,
got to him, and it's sad to see because he finally got to a team where it's like, this is my team, my starting. I got Scary Terry over there. I got Curtis Samuel. I got Logan Thomas. I got Antonio Gibson. Yeah, my hip was like, nah, not today, big dog. You gotta go take care of them kids, bro. My
Taylor Heineke is like, bro, I'm the starter again. Again.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him. fantasy perspective, because all these inexperienced quarterbacks, they lean on the tight end, and I got Logan Thomas in the main league that I care about,
I
so
love
he's
Logan
gonna see the
Thomas, bro.
targets. He gonna see the targets because last year I picked up Logan Thomas near the ending. He was on my championship team because, bro, these guys are like, bro, I don't know who to throw it to. This motherfucker is 6'5", 250 pounds. Let me give it to him. There's a better shot at him than fucking Terry McLaurin, who's 5'11". You get me?
And the other thing that people don't realize, Logan Thomas was a quarterback at Virginia Tech. Right, like you said,
Big
he is
ass O-line.
already the quarterback's best friend, but he now knows what the quarterback is probably thinking most of the time as well. So it's like, bruh, there's a reason why he be eating like this. It makes a lot of fucking sense. Another game, we talked about it last night in the group chat, bruh. Matt Stafford looks fucking ecstatic. He just looks happy.
Finally,
Like he went
fucking
20 of
finally.
26, 300 plus yards, and it was just like, this is easy. This isn't like the 300-yard days where he had to throw it 50 times a game. No,
Bro, it's
26
not even
attempts.
that. He would play like he did last night, but his team is down 25 points.
Exactly, bruh. He's like, I have a defense. I have a run game. I have an offensive coach who's gonna call plays. I got multiple receivers.
I'm saying, but you
Oh,
don't have one of the best receivers all the time in Calvin Johnson, and you can't do anything, bro. It's the team. It's the organization. It's not Matthew Stafford. You see what he's doing now.
bruh,
Cooper
they
Cooper
literally,
Cup Cooper Cup gonna have 125 catches this year. I swear.
bruh, the Lions have had two players in their prime retire. Barry Sanders and Calvin, bruh.
You know how bad an organization has to be for you to the game you've been playing since you were little, and you were like, I want to be a professional athlete or a basketball player, football in this instant, and you get to a team and you're playing and you're in your peak, and you're like, nah, I'm not having fun
I've
anymore.
lost my will. They
Like,
broke my
you know
spirit
what?
to play.
Like, you don't even wanna get traded somewhere because you are fucking scarred thinking everywhere's gonna be like this, and you're just like, you know
Exactly.
what? I'm gonna go home now. Fuck it. It's not even the injuries. It's nothing. It's not even my family. My family wants me to play, but I just don't want to anymore. Like,
It's like
sad.
Detroit's gonna keep giving me a boatload of money, but the money doesn't mean anything when I'm sitting here depressed and we literally went 0-16. Help us.
Mm-hmm.
Help us. Okay? We need all the
If I'm not
feedback.
mistaken, I might be wrong, but I think they went 0-16 and then drafted Stafford. I
That
think
is very, very, very
that's why
possible.
they like. I think that was the year they went 0-16 and the number one pick was a monster in Georgia. But the crazy thing is, David Montgomery went crazy. Like their run defense is not that good, but Jalen Ramsey, I seen him. He did a couple of plays that I'm just like, bro, like this kid is a problem. Like he did some shit. Like yo, he made a tackle on one play, and then he ran across the other side for another play and made another. Bro, he stopped the screen where he literally is getting blocked by one guy,
He went through the receiver. I know.
moves him and grabs the guy with the ball and brings him down. And it's just like, bro, that kid's a problem. Let him wear whatever number he wants. That's his team.
Exactly. I will let him wear fucking number one at this point. Shit. Let him wear the double, give him double zeros. Whatever he
I
feels.
wouldn't even get mad if someone says he's the best player on that team. And no disrespect to Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey's a fucking problem. Even though Aaron Donald he trains with knives, I hope he doesn't watch this because I don't want to die.
It's crazy because it's like, that's actually a statement that can be made. Like, and they have probably the two best defenders in the game right now at their positions. Cause yeah, Khalil Mack, Von
Inside
Miller
and
still do
outside.
their shit, but they're different. They just I can't explain the shit that they do. Like I don't get it at all. Doesn't make too much sense at all. So it's like, bruh, you just get with the times and don't get fucked up. Cause another game, Dolphins Patriots. I
Who
was
was
it was so weird because it was like Tua didn't mess up, but at the same time he was doing some reckless ass shit, and it was like, bruh, there's some balls that just should not even be in the field to play. This should be out of bounds and turns into an interception and shit. And it's like, yeah, you still young.
Yeah, it's gonna be literally the Dolphins are gonna probably have one of the lowest scores a game this season, but their defense is gonna hold down the fort because it's like Tua ain't Tua can't get into a shootout, throw
No,
400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like no, he's that defense better hold down the fort because if that defense is getting shredded, then it is GG's in the chat.
That is a very good
Gasecki didn't even have, did Gasecki play? He had 0 catches, 0 yards. Devontae Parker made an appearance. Jalen Waddle, fine, like I could see why they drafted him to go up and get that chemistry with Tua. He went crazy yesterday, but it's like, yeah, that's gonna be a game management type of system. Let's let the defense gotta make some stops. And Tua, we gonna get you down the field little by little. 17-16, like that shit. Ugh, ugh.
Yeah, Mike Gesicki was, like you said, the biggest disappointment. Fucking no stats, 0 points. I was just like, bro, why did I draft you? Why did you have
That's the
projected?
worst. I'd rather, God forbid, someone get fucking hurt like Mosher did yesterday for me than I see a player like I think it would, bro. Everybody was mad. Brandon Ayuk. Yo, he's playing, and imagine he's in your lineup and it's just zero the whole, and you just see Debo Samuel. Oh my God, 12 plus
Bro, he
targets
was going
and
stupid.
79 yards, like he was back in South Carolina, bro. And it's just Brandon Ayuk zero for. And then they said after the game, oh, he got, I don't know, he like went down the depth chart because he had an injury or some shit. It's like, why don't you say this shit at fucking 12:50? Why do you say this shit at 1:30, 2 o'clock? Like, you get me? That shit be getting me so mad.
Another game that had me like, it started great, at least fantasy wise, but then everything just went downhill. The Atlanta Philly game.
Oh my God,
Because I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my
that
God, Calvin Ridley has 3 catches on the first drive. And this is amazing.
what do you finish the game with? 5 catches, 4 catches?
4 catches. Exactly. 5 or 4. And it's like Cal Pitts had 4 catches for 30 yards. And I'm like,
I
Jesus help
don't get
me.
it with this team because it's like on paper it's like holy shit, and then it's like, bro, every year it's the same bullshit, bro. The
That
same.
Eagles defense is not elite. Don't like at all. They will give up 30 points very easily this year
Bro,
to some.
last year anybody that was playing the Eagles, you started their wide receivers. That's how bad they fucking are on defense. And then Atlanta, it's the same shit. So we think, bro, 40-40, ain't no 32-6, like, or 33-6, like, holy shit, Atlanta is hot fucking trash. And it's like, it's not Matt Ryan, but I feel like getting rid of Matt Ryan and revamping everything is just, it's a fresh start. But I 100% don't think it's Matt Ryan's fault. Because, bro, this MVP candidate, that man, go look at all the numbers in history for quarterbacks. He is up there in the top 10 for mostly everything. It's not his fault. But
I'm just like, there's a reason why one of his offensive linemen was a trending topic on Twitter because the man said, I can protect him. And then there was a
who he
picture
talked shit
of him
about? I think he said something
standing
about
over a
Fletcher
dead
Cox.
body.
He said something about Fletcher. He said something about the Eagles defensive line saying, "Oh yeah, I could handle it." The picture, Matt's on the floor dead.
It's like, bruh, just Jesus Christ, bruh. Like, Jalen Hurts, though, the other side, though, that they looked kind of nice. Devontae
Nah,
Smith,
like, Devontae
Jalen Rieger,
from now on, Jalen Hurts, he looks super nice.
and he's got weapons over there.
Everything
That's the
he had 3 touchdowns. I don't think he had. I think he had like 200 something yards passing, but it's the bro 7 rushes for like 60 plus yards. Like he's gonna get you that almost every single.
Because, bruh, they have as much as like I hate Miles Sanders, he's almost falls into that Joe Mixon category
Oh yeah,
where
Miles Sanders annoys the hell out of me, but he gets his numbers. He just they're so they just don't believe him as the number one back because this Gainwell guy can't. I think he's a rookie. He
Mhm.
took a touchdown from Sanders, and it's like he doesn't get touchdowns, but he's in the passing field a lot, and then he gets his rushes. He had I think 15 for 75. He still had 15 fantasy points in a half PPR league. So I
Exactly, but it's like,
he's just
damn,
something I
bruh.
would draft, but shit, I'll trade for him like in the middle of the season. But he's not someone in the draft. I'm like, yeah, I need this guy on my team.
Exactly, and it's like, fuck. At this point, I don't really know. But the only other game I feel like that the couple that we need to talk about, first of all, we can go ahead and hop into your game because
There ain't nothing hopping, bruh. Jameis Winston, that's the GOAT. That's the best football player of all time. We fucking suck. Kevin King, if I see you, I want to fight you. Aaron Rodgers, if I see you, I want to fight you. You are not my dad anymore. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. 133 yards, 2 interceptions. What the fuck are you doing, bruh? Because that defense, you shredded that shit last year. I really want to know what you're doing that Devontae Adams doesn't even have fucking 8 catches. I want to know what Aaron Jones is doing that he don't even got 50 total yards. What the fuck is happening? Who is on the Saints defense, bro? Who? I want to know who, bro. Like, cause ain't shit over there. There is nothing over there. This man Jameis Winston didn't even have 150 yards, bro, and he had the third best QBR this past weekend. The man looked like it was fucking 2014, and he was leading FSU to the national championship. Like, I don't get, bro. What 38 to like? It's disgust. Obviously, it's just week one, but we play the Lions next week. I guarantee you, we're gonna treat them like they're the JV team at Everglades. But
oh
it's
my
just
god,
Yeah, yeah, you already know what's gonna happen. We just lost by fucking 35 points. You know what's gonna happen to the Lions next week. And if we lose next week, I swear to God, I'll shave both my eyebrows off. I'm not playing no games. But if we lose to the Lions, it's over. It's a wrap. Aaron Rodgers, I'll trade you to fucking Canada. I don't got time for this shit. If you don't want to win, bro, go play Jeopardy, bro. You want the bag, bro? You're Aaron Rodgers. You go get the bag anywhere, bro.
Yeah, to me that this whole situation is kind of weird, just because it's like, bruh,
I just don't
you
understand how we lose by that much. It's like it's Aaron Rodgers, like the shit he was doing,
exactly,
bro. That interception that Drew sent us in the group chat, because I was at work, bro. The interception that he fucking threw, bro. It's like, bro, Aaron Rodgers doesn't do that. Like he does not overthrow someone like that. You know, everybody makes mistakes, but he's not going to overthrow someone like he's fucking Johnny Manziel or some shit. Like he's not.
exactly,
Like
exactly.
that shit is just weird to me. Like if you want to, don't play. If you don't want to play, don't play, dog. Jordan Love would have at least tried harder, bro. Shit, put me in, coach. Put me in.
To me,
Like,
that's the whole thing. It's like, bruh, if you're not happy, then I would say you need to just go ahead and voice that and let them know so they can go ahead and make the change. Because it's like, yo, this isn't helping anybody. Jordan Love isn't learning anything. He's not getting any experience besides garbage time, and he's still not doing good in that. So we need to
yeah.
give him as much experience as possible if you're gonna be playing like this, bruh. Because
Hmm.
this shit is fuck unacceptable. We need
I do
help.
personally believe that, like, we'll pick it up next week, and like the Packers will probably still, like, we're still gonna win our division, but I'd never seen this before. We don't get blown out like this. Like we don't, especially it's not even Drew Brees over there. Like it's not. It's not. It's Jameis, and Jameis Winston ain't no scrub because he ended up throwing a pick. Jameis don't throw his interceptions, but like, bro, we are defense. Like, holy fuck you, Kevin King. Let me go back to Kevin King. You look like you're a part of Man Boy's crew from Snowfall. I don't understand what the fuck is your problem. Why are you so big and you just suck? Like, you don't have footwork. You just don't. Why? Why are you? What are you doing? You're probably a great individual. You're probably a great son, a great husband, all that shit. But on the football field, you can't fucking cover shit at all.
It blows my mind because I remember him coming out of Washington. He was a 6'2", 6'3"
Like fuck that,
corner, and it's
bro. He
like
got drafted. I was hype as fuck. I was like, yes.
exactly. I was like, bro, he's kind of scary. Like I like this, but then everything kind of went left, bro. Like I really don't think that Scotty Miller play is ever gonna leave his head. And then after
Yo, that's
this,
just never gonna leave my head, bro.
it's like,
That's never gonna
bro,
leave my
he can guard people that are 6 feet tall, but then he sees people my height and your height, and he's like, "Yep, I'm brain dead."
will always be bro, like Raheem Mostert 2 years ago fucking us up in the NFC title game. I don't care about that, bro. I will never forget Scotty Miller running past this guy, and this idiot thinks he's going to stop a thrown ball from Tom Brady by turning around and trying to go like this because, oh, I'm 6'2", this will work. Bro, you really think Tom Brady don't know where the fuck he's throwing it? That shit landed right here like to Scotty Miller. Bam, touchdown.
It's
Before the half ends. I
it's
can't,
right
bro. You don't
before
understand. I
halftime.
could talk for 10 minutes about Kevin King because I cannot. I'll never forget that shit. And he's still on the fucking team, bro. The secondary is on point. Besides that fucking idiot, bro. Darnell Savage, Jair Alexander, ballers. Amos, ballers. But no, Kevin King, bro. Your name's not King, bro. No, no.
Honestly, I fuck with Jair a lot because to me
That boy is savage.
he's up there right in that top five. Even if you don't want to give it that high, then he's a top 10 corner easily because he's that dude. Especially in that secondary, like you said, it's just him and Darnell Savage. Because other than that, if it was Kevin King being the lead corner, oh Jesus
It's
Christ.
like when Harry says, "Don't mention Voldemort's name. Don't mention that name, bro." That guy, he grinds my gears, bro. Pisses me the fuck off. Cause that shit, bro, it was like we had, bro, and we're talking about some shit that happened last year, but we had momentum, and then bam, Scotty Miller and Cameron King just want to take off his helmet and walk like shit, all nonchalant, like shit is okay. Shit is not okay, bro. Your ass should be in fucking Houston.
At
That's
that.
what it should be, bro. The fuck out of here, bro. But yeah, I know we got some. I know, bro. Let me look. Let me look at this scoreboard.
I'm like the only other game that I think we missed was Denver and New York because
Hey,
that
Denver
was just
fire. Shout out to Teddy, Jerry, Broward County. I hope you get better.
exact, bruh. It was I saw the Jerry Judy injury and I'm like, bruh, he either just broke his ankle or this is another high ankle sprain and he's at least out for a couple of months. And then they said 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm like, yep, that's the confirmation right there. He's a goner, big dog. So yeah, niggas just trying to have a positive mindset for the Broncos, but hey, Melvin Gordon looked fucking amazing yesterday.
Hmm.
Tight ends looked great. Von Miller, two
Oh yeah,
sacks.
especially with Jerry out, Noah Font, he's gonna see over 100 targets this year. Close to 100 receptions. He's not
Exactly.
bad. Everybody just raves about this kid that he's like, yo, he's next up for the tight end class, but he's just like he battling injuries left and right.
And then you have all of these other receivers because, bro,
Besides
I
Judy, you
saw
got bro,
Cortland
Sutton
Sutton make a catch,
has
and
one
I forgot he was there.
he has one catch. Bro, there's so many people, and it's like I think when they said if Locke was there, it'd be perfectly fine. But Sutton is a big play guy, and Teddy don't give a fuck about that. Teddy gonna move the chains, bro. He don't give a fuck
Exactly.
throwing that shit 50 yards, so it's not gonna work for Sutton. And then the only other game we didn't talk about is Seattle and Indianapolis. And it's like the Colts didn't play bad. Just Seattle made more plays and they scored more. Literally, Carson Wentz threw for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Russell Wilson, he's a problem, bro. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Tyler Lockett, doing his Tyler Lockett thing. 4 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like he just
It's
be out there.
crazy because it was like I saw the highlights of Tyler Lockett's touchdowns, and it was like, how are y'all still allowing this shit? Like the first one, I understood. They sent the all-out blitz, and Russell Wilson did that. He did exactly what Kyler did. He threw it early, but he threw it 30 yards down. So literally, Tyler Lockett's looking straight up in the sky as he catches it, and it's like, bruh, come on.
And then DK did his shit 4 for 60, 1 touchdown.
I'm like, bruh, I see
Hey,
DK.
one thing, Jonathan Taylor, that boy looking nice. 'Cause he had a touchdown robbed because this is the type of shit that I can't stand. He's on my team, touchdown. Oh, lit, get those 6 points. No, it was a holding on Zach Pascal. Next play, guess who catches a touchdown for the Colts? Zach Pascal. So he sabotaged me. He knew I had Jonathan Taylor, but besides that, Jonathan Taylor led the Colts in receptions, 6 for 60. So it's like over Naheem Hines. So it's like that's all I want is a positive because they said he was gonna start catching out the backfield and he was practicing that all off season. And this is a great fucking sign because at this rate, if he gets 6 a game, it's gonna be over 100, which is not possible. We all know it's not gonna happen. But I can see him getting over 50 receptions easily.
Exactly. And that's all you really want
17
from
rushes for
Jonathan Taylor.
56 yards. Seattle's front seven was kind of holding it down. And besides that, he still dropped 14 fantasy points. If it wasn't for that touchdown negated, that's a 20-point day. So it's like, Jonathan Taylor going to be fine. That kid's a problem.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, we could give a little fantasy preview or look into
Yeah,
for
let's give
next
him
week.
a shout out. Let me see all these motherfuckers with points. I'm going off my work league and a half PPR league. And Dak dropped 40. Kyler dropped 44. This is half PPR, so obviously it's higher for these. McCaffrey had no touchdowns or anything in a half PPR league. He scored 23 points. That kid is a fucking problem. It's still Christian McCaffrey's time as the best fantasy asset. TJ Hawkinson gonna see probably 100 catches this year, no fucking cap, over 21 fantasy points. Tom Brady still doing his Tom Brady shit. Amari Cooper, 13 receptions, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns.
To me, a receiver that needs to be paid attention to, and it's almost like you can pick your poison, but you either need to get DJ Moore or Robbie Anderson for sure, for sure, for sure.
I got both. Hey,
Because those are, I mean, Robbie Anderson is the big play guy. DJ Moore is more of the possession receiver, but
yeah, DJ Moore, he's my wide receiver too, and he'll never come off my lineup. I had Robbie Anderson starting yesterday. Obviously, only one catch. It was a touchdown, luckily. But it's like
exactly,
I had that because I thought it's against the Jets. He's gonna have multiple catches, but I can't have that in my lineup because I can't be having the anxiety of like, bro, he got to catch a 50-yard touchdown. Nah, I'm good. But DJ Moore gonna be he gonna be all right. He just don't be catching
exactly.
touchdowns like that, but he's fire. And another guy, Corey Davis,
Oh no, no, we said this
set
literally. We
two
sat
touchdowns.
here from preseason. We said this the whole time. He's going to have a breakout year, just because he's it for Zach Wilson. He's the whole receiving core basically.
He's not bad at all.
At all, bro. First round top 10 pick for a reason. Out of Western Michigan, bro. There's a reason. You gotta be some type of good, bro. So um
Man, this guy
it
was
was pretty
going in like the
surprising.
seventh, eighth, ninth round.
Bro, it's crazy, but Gronk, he did 6 for 90, 2 touchdowns, 29 points. It's like
The thing
it's
with Tampa is like let's keep it real. Tampa, obviously, Tom Brady, his best friend is Gronk. He gonna find Gronk, but it's like there's still too many weapons over there.
Exactly. The
You
only
can't.
person I want to depend on, or I feel like I can depend on, is either Gronk or Mike Evans.
At this point, I could only depend on Tom Brady because I feel like Tom Brady picks it. Like Gronk and AB went crazy, and so did Godwin. I bet you he talked to Mike Evans this week. He's like, "Yo, I feel, I got you, no worries." I bet you Mike Evans catches a touchdown against Atlanta because that's the type of
Exactly.
person Tom Brady is.
He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got you.
But yeah, besides Tom Brady, it's like I can't like Antonio Brown shit. That's a sleeper, but it's like, bro, there's way too many weapons over there to spread the ball around, and it's like I can't, like, I just can't draft anybody because it's like that shit'll get me mad, bro.
Exactly. It's like there's talent. It's
Unless you
hella
gonna try to draft a stack, like in one league, I have fucking Deontay and Chase Claypool because it's just like I don't know who the fuck is gonna ball between both of them, so might as well start both of them.
but
They're
that's
good.
not a bad stack because
Deontay over 13 points yesterday, and Chase Claypool, I think he only had like 3 catches or something, but it was worth 10 points because he's a
oh
big
no, he
play.
had three big catches and then they also ran a reverse or two to him. And to me, the thing with Claypool and Deontay, let's face it, Juju isn't ever gonna see 10 or more targets a game. So you're basically guaranteed at least 15 targets a game between those two.
Hmm.
Now, how it comes will vary, whether it's 10 to 5, 12 to 3, like you said yesterday, is going to vary. But Ben is going to throw it. Like they had Najee yesterday, he did 16 for 45. So it's like,
And he's
Ben is
trying
still
that
moving.
Bills defense is somewhat nice. Let's see when he plays the Raiders next week, because you guys are playing the Raiders this week. So let's see, bro. I'm praying, bro. If Tyson Williams goes crazy, I have a running like I have a flex, like bro. I need him to spaz. Fuck you, Devontae Freeman, Latavius Murray. Let Tyson Williams shine, and I feel like he gonna shine. And this is the blessing. It's like you lost Dobbins and you lost Hill and you lost this and that, but it's like let's go. I trust your word. You know the Ravens like the back of your hand.
And like,
Tyson
we got a gym. We got a
Tyson
gym.
is gonna ball because you know why he gonna ball today, and then he gonna go to fucking Kansas City next week, and he gonna fucking. I'm not even going. It's okay. I'm gonna get
Yeah, I
canceled.
heard. I,
Bad.
this is the only stat that anybody should ever think of when thinking about Kansas City. When they give up over 150 rushing yards, they are 6-0. So that means they can't stop you.
But you're
And
not
they
gonna.
know that. And they just keep going bombs away. Think about
Oh, Mahomes even said it. They asked him yesterday because he saw the meme of like, oh fuck it, Tyreek somewhere down there. He's like, yeah. In some instances, it's true. He's a small guy, but he goes up and he catches it, and then he's really fast.
Brad, there was a point like I forgot what play happened, but I saw him with the ball and I was like, yeah, they don't have a chance. He he's not even from the same planet as us. I don't know why you're chasing him.
Bro,
He's
that's the crazy thing. These are grown ass professional athletes that are fast as fuck, and they can. This guy is like, it's fun to like. You can't catch him.
literally it's
Bro,
fun.
what did
Like
he
you
have?
said, it's
Bro,
fun
he
to
had
him
almost
and
like
you
20
can't catch him.
receiving yards. Like, bro, this man is hands down the. I don't think the best receiver, but when it comes to fantasy, like, bro, ain't no better. Bro, Willie. This guy in my work league, bro, he has Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill. I'm
That's the
terrified.
trifecta I've always wanted, but it's like I'm
I
always low
wanted
key
to do that
scared.
this year, but it's like at what cost? Because let me read you off the rest of his team, because the rest of his team is like, but granted, you have the best trio in football, but this is his team. He got Mahomes, Josh Jacobs, Chase Edmonds, Tyreek Hill, Chase Claypool, Travis Kelsey, Miles Gaskin, Brandon Cooks. You get me? It's like, but it's somewhat it's a 10-man league, but it's like if those big three don't go off, chances
Oh
are
yeah,
you're
he's fried because the rest of those people are
because
complementary
I think
pieces.
Kelsey, I think he spazzes every game, and he's going to spaz every game. But there's games that Tyreek drops you 8 points, 9 points, 10 points, because it's like, bro, Kelsey gonna beat us, but we're not gonna let this crackhead blow the top off our defense. Because there's those
Exactly.
games that Tyreek he doesn't show up, but it's just like, what you gonna do? You fucking triple coveraging him, and you playing people fucking 50 yards out because he's just running the ball. But Kelsey, yeah, ain't no one stopping Kelsey.
Besides a crackhead linebacker or safety, like you gotta have voodoo
I
to
don't even think
stop
that,
Kelsey.
bro. You gotta double team him. Like I don't think ain't no stopping Kelsey.
Exactly. So it's like, nah, that's and that's the fucking game next week. I'm like, we start off Monday. We start off Monday night football and then Sunday night football next week. for week 2.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
nervous as
at least you're in Baltimore.
exact. There's that positive, but at the same time, I'm like, the last time they came to Baltimore, they kind of embarrassed us. So I would kind of rather
I know.
be.
Was it against you guys that there was a game that Mahomes just said "fuck it" and he did one of those "fuck it" Tyreek there, and Tyreek was there, and was it against you guys?
Basically, what happened is it was like 3rd and 12, and he knew we were blitzing. They knew we were. Everyone knew we were blitzing. He just kept backing up, and yeah, he just threw it, and Tyreek outran Jesus and all his disciples.
So
Like
when you guys play the Chiefs, like what goes through your head as soon as you're like, "Oh shit, here we go again." It's
exactly.
like CJ and Grand Theft Auto. It's like, "Oh shit, here we go again."
Like the first, like I literally have vivid memories from each time we have played them. The first year, Lamar's rookie year, he comes. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th game. We're up 24-17 with 3 minutes left, and
Mhm.
it takes. This is like to me. This was the first Mahomes play. It's
Yeah.
4th and 9. He scrambles out, throws it 50 yards down the field. Tyreek comes out of nowhere, catches it on 1 foot, limps out of bounds. I was like, yeah, I can't do this. Next year, we lose by 4 points. I'm like, okay, we're not losing that much.
Playoffs?
I'm like, no, we've never played them in the playoffs, thankfully.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm like, if we played them in the playoffs, that's trauma. That's fucking trauma right there.
You
Because
guys.
I know that they're not gonna stop going bombs away, and they're just gonna fuck us up. So yeah, the following year, once last year we brought them to Baltimore, they embarrassed us on Monday Night Football.
Oh yeah, I remember
Embarrassed.
that.
Yeah, we did a show just like this before, and then got embarrassed.
I remember that. Yeah, 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 yeah. And you were yeah. Just the time goes by fast as fuck. But yeah, I remember that shit. That was good times. Good times, man.
So now we're sitting here, what, an hour away from game time? Shit. The only thing I know is gonna happen tonight is Lamar Jackson's going to be on the football field and do Lamar Jackson things. Whatever else happens, happens.
Tyson Williams over. No, I'm not even gonna say it, bro. Yeah, just chill, bro. You just know he gonna ball.
I expect him to get a touchdown tonight. I mean, shit. It's to
But
guarantee who's gonna do what.
do you think after tonight he'll be a valuable fantasy asset? Not no RB2, but he could be a weekly flex play. Because I'm gonna keep it real. You guys brought in all
Yeah,
these other
he's my
money back.
running back. I'm like Tyson Williams is my running back too right now
Yeah, yeah,
because I
that's what.
know that he's gonna play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I personally think like yeah, you guys brought in Freeman and Murray, but it's like that shit don't hold no weight to me. Like it's just
I'm
two
like they're
bad.
there for depth. They're
Yeah,
not there to take his position in
especially
between.
Freeman. I think Latavius could still go crazy, but Devontae is like, bro, he just trying to find jobs and get that paycheck. Do what you got to do, brother. Make that money. But it's like at this, like you had your little peak in Atlanta. You went crazy. Shout
And you
out to
got
you.
your payday, so yeah, you
But
good. Le'Veon, this just don't
GG's in the
fuck this
chat. I
up.
don't know what the fuck is wrong with him, bro.
Exactly. It's like, bro, just don't fuck this up. Like I don't know what you be doing, but don't fuck it up.
He just
So
trying to get a jersey from every team, honestly. Hey,
and he
Ravens.
gets to play the Steelers twice a year. He's
Hey,
not mad with
Ravens
that.
not bad. He might just be like, Coach, listen. I'm perfectly fine. I just don't feel like playing because I'm working on a mixtape. But when we go to Pittsburgh and when they come here, let me play because I'm gonna show you something.
30 carries, just 30 carries. Don't even question it.
He do what LeVon Bell did in Pittsburgh. I'd be like, wow, this
Exactly.
is
It'll just be like, wow.
bigger than what Blake Griffin did to Detroit. He bamboozled the whole NFL. If LeVon Bell is playing like LeVon Bell, as we know, the Ravens are winning the Super Bowl. We all
Oh
know
yeah,
that's
that
not.
should be terrifying.
Oh, LeVon Bell is not going to beat LeVon Bell, but I'm just if he was that top two fantasy player from a couple years ago, you guys would win the ball hands down. No one was stopping LeVon Bell.
At all. At fucking all. But yep, go ahead, close this out, big dog.
And as always, we'll be here again next week. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, MBF_Clo, MBF_Trill, MBF podcast at the Icon Network at Unwrap Sports on YouTube, MBF_podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and nothing but facts all together. Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Shout out to y'all. Y'all take care. Take care of each other. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns next week. I'm going to Wisconsin. I don't got time for this stupid ass shit, brother.
You better fix it before he fix it. Cause if he fix it, he going to jail.